So, you've probably heard the term FIRE, financial independence, retire early. But let's be honest, for most people, it just feels like this vague, far-off dream. The real question is, how do you actually do it? How do you turn that idea into a real plan? Well, that's exactly what we're going to map out today, step by step. And this right here, this hits the nail on the head. The problem isn't usually a lack of effort or desire. It's a lack of direction. Without a clear map, you can run as fast as you want, but you'll probably just end up getting lost.
Okay, real quick, gotta do the important legal stuff. Just remember, this is all for educational purposes. It is not financial advice, so please make sure to do your own research.
So here it is, our 5-step plan. This is the roadmap. First up, we're going to figure out your lifestyle. Then we'll calculate your magic number. After that, we'll talk about savings, then investing, and finally, the crucial step of tracking it all. Let's dive into step 1. First things first. Think about it. You can't plan a trip if you don't know where you're going, right? It's the same with your finances. Step 1 is all about getting crystal clear on what kind of life you actually want to live. This is the foundation for everything else.
So you have to ask yourself, what does that dream life really cost? Are you dreaming of a quiet, simple life, maybe in the countryside? Or are we talking about traveling the world in style? You gotta be honest here, because this single decision sets the target for your entire journey. Okay, so once you have that lifestyle in mind and what it costs each year, we can finally move on to step 2. This is where we stop dreaming and start doing the math. We're going to turn that vision into a hard, concrete number. And the tool we use for that is a classic in the FIRE world, the 4% rule. The idea is actually super simple. It suggests that you can safely take out 4% of your total invested money each year in retirement without, running out of money.
And here's the magic trick. This rule gives us a beautifully simple shortcut. If you can take out 4% a year, that means your total nest egg needs to be 25 times whatever you spend in a year. 25 times. Let's see what that looks like in practice.
So, check this out. You take that annual cost of your dream lifestyle and you just multiply it by 25. That number you get, that's your finish line. All of a sudden, retiring early isn't just some wishy-washy dream. It's a number. It's a target you can actually aim for. All right, you've got your destination, you've got your target. But how fast are you going to get there? That is the big question. And the answer lies in step 3, which is truly the engine of this whole thing, your savings rate. Just look at the difference here. It's wild. If you're saving, say, 10% of your income, you're on the slow and steady traditional route. It could take decades. But look what happens when you crank that up to 50%. Your timeline doesn't just get shorter, it absolutely collapses. And this leads to what might be the single biggest takeaway from the entire FIRE movement. It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. Someone making 50 grand and saving half of it will get to the finish line way, way faster than someone making 150 grand but only saving 10%. Your savings rate is your speed. But here's the thing. Just stuffing cash under your mattress or even in a savings account isn't going to cut it. Why? Because of inflation. It'll just eat away at your money over time. That's why step 4 is non-negotiable. You have to put that money to work. So what's the point of investing? Well, it's pretty straightforward. You need your money to grow faster than inflation, and you want to unleash the incredible power of compounding. That's where your money starts making its own money. For most people on this path, that means simple, low-cost stuff like index funds. And that brings us to our final step, which is so important. Because let's be real, life is messy. No plan is ever perfect. Your roadmap isn't something you write in stone. It's a living, breathing thing that has to adapt as you and the world change. And look, this doesn't have to be some huge, stressful thing. We're talking about a quick check-in once a month. Just glance at your spending, see how your savings are doing, and make sure your investments are on track. It's all about making small course corrections along the way.
So there you have it, the 5 steps. But let's zoom out for a second and boil this all down into an even simpler framework, just to make sure it really sticks. And really, this is what it all comes down to. Just 3 simple things. Number 1, where are you today? That's your current financial picture. Number 2, where do you want to go? That's your FIRE number. And number 3, how fast are you moving? That's your savings rate. That's the whole journey right there.
And you know what's awesome about this? If you can answer these 3 questions, you're not just on your way, you're already miles ahead of most people out there. You have a real roadmap.
So if you take away just one thing from all this, let it be this. Don't get bogged down trying to create the absolutely perfect plan. That's impossible. What really matters is having a clear direction and just starting to move. You can always adjust your map as you go.